pregnancy has been very lonely. Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Leah, if you guys not know already, and welcome back to Vlogmas. This is Vlogmas day 7 for me because I did miss yesterday. I want to apologize for missing yesterday, but you guys, I just couldn't do it. Like, I had to listen to my body. I had to take a break. Like, I could not get myself up out of bed. Like, I've been on go since Vlogmas has started, and yesterday my body felt it, and I had to listen to my body yesterday. Tomorrow, what's it, Tuesday? Thursday, I will be 39 weeks pregnant. So these last couple days of however long I'm going to be pregnant, whether she comes 39 weeks and some change or she makes it to 40, is very critical, and I've been told to make sure that I'm getting a lot of rest. So yesterday I just could not do it. Like, I had plans yesterday. I was like, I'm gonna get up early in the morning, and I tried, and she, not even me, she was like, girl, no you're not. No you're not today. So I had to take a break. I literally, like, did not get out of my bed. Like, I left my room a total of maybe 3 times yesterday, and it was all for food. I have a restroom in my bedroom, so I don't ever have to leave my room to go to the restroom. So that's the only time I left my room, was food purposes. Like, but I feel so much better. I feel so much more refreshed, and I felt like I didn't want to push myself and rush to get out content or anything like that, because I kind of did that with day 6, which is why I feel like day 6 did not perform very well. So I was like, you know what, let me take a step back and let me get my shit together. And now we're back. So today I'm going to be doing my 9-month pregnancy update. I did ask you guys to ask me some questions on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, it's Lia_Patrice. It's like my YouTube name, but just an underscore. So yeah, I actually asked me some questions on Instagram, so I got some. So so we're about to just go ahead and get into it. So the first thing, somebody said, girl, hurry up and drop the baby. I want to hurry up and drop the baby. She's gonna come when she's ready, when God wants her to. I have an appointment Friday, I think, to see. I have an appointment tomorrow, and then I have an appointment Friday, I think, to see what they're gonna do about my whole blood clot situation, to see if they want to induce me or not. I personally don't want to be induced. I mean, if that's what has to happen, then if that's what it will make sure she gets here safely or whatever like that, then I don't have a problem with that. But I personally don't want to be induced. I want to go through the whole exciting, oh my god, my water broke. Like, I want to go through that, and like, I want to be like vlogging my water breaks. I don't know, but we'll see. But I want to hurry up and drop the baby too, sis. Someone said, are you ready to be a mom? Yes and no. I'm ready for her to get here. Like, I'm ready to be a mom, but I'm not ready to be a mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I have so many questions still, and I'll be feeling bad that I still have so many questions, because it's like, damn, you know, she's coming, like, you should be ready. But people tell me, like, everyone that I know that is a mom, or, you know, they like, when she gets here, those questions you have is gonna go away. Like, you're gonna know what she wants, you're gonna know what she needs when she needs it, you're gonna know the difference between what each cry means. Like, you're gonna just know, like, God just put something in us women that when we become mothers, you just know. Like, it's just a parent intuition, a mother's intuition, where you just know what's up when it comes to your child. So I'm ready for that to kick in, because it hasn't kicked in yet, and I'll be feeling bad. I'm like, why hasn't it kicked in? But it hasn't kicked in because I don't have the baby yet. So yeah, like, I mean, I am ready. Like, I'm excited to be a mother. I honestly never thought that I would be a mother, but the fact that I am becoming one very, very soon, yeah, I'll say I'm ready. I'm excited. I'm ready, excited. As far as like ready, like I know what to do, no. Oh y'all, this is candle wax, so ignore this. I got into this bodysuit, and once I realized it was candle wax on it, I wasn't coming out of the bodysuit. Okay, so just ignore it. But yeah, so I'm ready, I guess. I'm as ready as I can be, we'll just say that. It said, what's the best thing you've experienced during your pregnancy? I don't know. I would say my relationship with God grew, and my relationship with my parents grew even more, because as an adult, like, okay, you know, growing up you always, you know, need your mom and dad, but I'm a very independent person, you know, and I felt like my pregnancy really allowed me to be more vulnerable with my parents, and I'm not like that at all. Like with my parents, I'm not vulnerable at all. Like if I need something, you know, I know that I can come to them, but it's like during this process, like I really did need them, like, because this is something I've never ever had to do, you know, like certain financial things or things like that, you know, I pretty much get through that, you know. I know the God I serve, so I know whatever issues I have or whatever, you know, just adulting, like I kind of get through that. But pregnancy, I feel like this is the first time they've ever seen me like just cry, you know, like cry for real as an adult. Like they've never really just seen me cry and just be vulnerable. So I feel like our relationship has grown since I've been pregnant, because I've just needed to lean on them so much more than I thought I've ever had to in my adult life. And then my relationship with God, I feel like has grown, because girl, I need Jesus. I need Jesus, like honestly and truly. Like it's a lot of uncertainties I still have about, like, you know, life and whatnot, but it just kind of made me trust God even more, because ultimately he is in control of all this shit. So when I be thinking I have control over something, he comes in and be like, no you don't. I feel like, you know, you always hear trust God, you know, trust God, you know, all you need to do is trust God, but literally this whole process I've had to trust God. So I will say that's the best thing that's happened. My relationship with God and my relationship with my parents has grown. So she said, is your cooch opening yet? I believe it is. Lately, like between yesterday and today, I have like this, I don't know if it's tightness or soreness. It's a feeling I can't really explain that's going on with my vagina lately. Like as I'm sitting on it right now, like I feel it. I wish I could explain to you guys what I'm talking about. What's the best way for me to explain this feeling? Okay, ladies, you know when your period is about to come and you get like that cramp in your cooch, like not the stomach one but the cooch one? That's kind of how it feels right now. So like normally when I would be about to get my period, I would feel this, but now I feel this just now. And like when I close my legs, I feel it. I'm sitting Indian style right now, but like if I was to close my legs, I would feel it. And my groin is kind of sore, so I'm guessing things is starting to shift and you know, starting to get ready for her to come. So yeah girl, I guess it's opening. If that's what that is, then yes it is, it's opening. Okay, someone said, is the sex better? Okay, I know y'all hear that whole, you know, pregnant is the best. I can't really say because I'm not the one receiving my vagina. I personally don't think it's much of a difference. Like I would say my urge has heightened a tad bit. I mean, I don't know, my urge has heightened a tad bit, but as far as like the reaction I get, it's not really much of a difference between, you know, before I was pregnant versus now. I'm still, you know, she's still that girl, you know. I don't think she's changed much. I mean, I would say sometimes I would say sometimes I can feel a difference in like how she performs. I'm trying not to get like too vulgar, but how she performs, I could kind of see a difference. But as far as it just being like totally different, no, it's not totally different to me. I would say personally though, for me, like I can't speak on my vagina because I'm not the one feeling my, you know what I'm saying. Y'all would have to ask him. But I would say for me personally though, it's more uncomfortable, not the actual act, like the actual sex part, but just like how I feel. Like I don't feel my sexiest because I just have this big old belly right here. And it's not that he doesn't make me feel sexy. Like he's done great with that my whole pregnancy, when I've gone through my little insecurities about my body like changing and stuff like that. Honestly though, I feel more secure now that I actually look pregnant versus like those first like 4 or 5 months. So yeah, but just like my confidence in the act, I feel like it's not as dominant as it was. And you know, certain positions that you just can't do, so, or it's like uncomfortable to hold certain positions. So I personally, I feel like the sex as I've gotten bigger is more boring in my opinion. I ask him all the time, like, are you bored? He says no. But you know, niggas, they don't really, they're gonna get what they need to get done regardless. So you know, I don't think it really matters like that. And I mean, you know, they understand the situation, so it's only so much you can do. But it's like, it frustrates me because I mean, you know so I would just say that the sex isn't better, it's different. But I wouldn't say better. I'm ready to not be pregnant so I can feel like myself again, you know, feel myself. You did what I'm saying? I hope you did. What trait do I want her to have from me? I want her to have like my discernment on things. My discernment, I want her to have, like, I just catch shit. Like, a lot of people come to me and ask me questions because I just be knowing. Like, I catch shit like real quick. Sometimes you can call it overthinking, but bitch, I be right. Yeah, I want her to just have like my strong will. Like nothing keeps me down. Like when it comes to depression and things that when it comes to depression and things that would normally knock a person down, I'm not gonna say I don't get down, but I don't stay down. So yeah, I want her to have that about herself. Even as a kid, like when things don't work out at school, or if she doesn't make this team, or you know, this person is talking about her, or anything like that, like nothing ever just kept me down, kept me in a box as a girl. And I just really want her to have that about me. Like I hope that I can pass that to her, that you know, you may feel this way this day, but the next day, or maybe the day after that, you got to get it together. You got to get it together. So yeah, I want her to have my discernment and my willpower to keep going when the going gets tough. Yeah. What's in your hospital bag? That'll be a separate video, so just stay tuned for that. It'll probably come up this week because I have to finalize it, because like I said, Thursday I will be 39 weeks, so anything could happen. So yeah, stay tuned for that. That video will probably be out tomorrow or the day after that. It's coming this week though, so just stay tuned. What's my fear about becoming a parent? This may sound really lame, but I don't ever want to drop my baby. I never want to drop my baby. Me and my sister, we have this meme. I don't know if I can find it, I'll put it on the screen, but it's like this girl, she on the phone and she's like, girl, I didn't drop this damn baby. Like, I don't ever want to drop my baby because y'all, I'm so clumsy. Like I am the clumsiest person I freaking know. So I don't ever want to drop my baby. That's a fear. And I want me and her to have a good mother-daughter relationship. I spoke about me and my mom's relationship a long time ago, and it's not that me and her didn't have a good relationship. Like me and my mama have literally never gotten into it, like ever. And I feel like now that I'm an adult and I'm becoming a mother, me and her are even more in sync like this. But just coming up, my mom wasn't very like, she wasn't very like affectionate with me. She is now, like she's a hugger now, but coming up she wasn't really like that. She supported me in everything I did, but we just did not have like a close relationship. Like I don't ever remember just going in my room, going in my mom's room, chilling with my mom. Like, you know how people will be like, I love going in my mom's room, just lay in her bed with her. Like, I wasn't like that coming up. I'm more like that now that I'm grown. But like coming up, I didn't have that relationship with her. But it never was like something against her. I didn't like my mom. It never was that. Like I told you, me and her have never gotten into like a serious fallout. I mean, she get on my nerves, of course, but we never got into it. So I just hope that me and my daughter have a good mother-daughter relationship, because that is important. And you know, that your relationship you have with your parents from a young age can affect you at an older age. So I just hope that, you know, she always knows that she can come to me, and that, you know, we gang. So that, I guess that would be my fear, is that she doesn't feel that way about me. You know, that'll be my fear. But I hope that we'll be good. But yeah, that's all of the questions that I got. So any updates I have for myself, I don't really have many updates. The only thing I can say is I'm walking a lot slower now. I'm noticing that I'm out of breath all the fucking time. I told y'all about, you know, I feel a tightness going on down there now, so I'm guessing she's getting ready to come anytime soon. What else? But yeah, overall, like, I've had a really smooth pregnancy. Like, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Like, I could have had a lot going on emotionally. I could have been depressed this whole pregnancy, but I honestly wasn't. Like, don't get me wrong, I had my emotional days, do not get me wrong, but that's just like my hormones. Like, I've had my days where I'm just like, oh my god, what am I gonna do, or like, you know, mad at the world or things like that. But nothing crazy has happened. Nothing crazy has happened with my body. I have not been sick my entire freaking pregnancy, and I'm so happy about that, because I cannot stand throwing up. Even when, you know, throwing up be like a sign that you're pregnant, nope, I didn't even throw up. He threw up for me, thank you Jesus. So yeah, like, I did not throw up or anything. I just went through like my spell where I went through like my first trimester. I was super tired. Like, I wanted to sleep all goddamn day, super tired. Then second trimester came, still a little tired, but gained a little more energy. Then that's when my body started to change, and I started to get a belly. I would say I was more insecure about like how I looked, because I'm like, damn, like I said, I was a thickiana before I got pregnant, so I felt like it took a long time for me to look pregnant. I just looked like I was gaining hella fucking weight. Like, I just looked like I was fat. So I was like annoyed by that, because I'm just like, okay, when is the belly gonna really get here and form? But once she got here, like, I started feeling so much more confident. I started dressing better and all of that. It's just, when I was like just looking big, I didn't know what to wear. All I wanted to do was wear big t-shirts. Like, it was like that type of thing. But as far as me being sick or her having any complications, she's had no complications. The only thing she had is when my first trimester going into my second, they found a tumor on her brain, and they thought that she could have had Down syndrome, but that went away. Like, it went away. I had to go through the whole amniocentesis, I think that's how it is, where I had to stick a needle at the top of my stomach and go into my placenta. That was painful. That probably was the worst thing that happened to me during my pregnancy, but once it was over, it was over. So yeah, that hurt. That shit hurt like hell. So, but after that, and then once they ran the test, the tumor is gone. So she's perfectly, you know, fine when it comes to the whole tumor situation. She's predicting to be perfectly normal and healthy. Heartbeats and everything is fine. Nothing stops. Nothing. She's fine. Like, she literally has given me no issues my whole pregnancy. Like I said, you go through the little discomforts at night, you know, tossing and turning to find a comfortable position to sleep, especially now that I'm like, it's there. Like, you feel you know, I feel her. But yeah, like, I'm grateful. Like, sometimes I wish I had like this crazy story to tell about pregnancy, but I don't. Like, I'm literally just sitting here pregnant. Like, I've been happy. Everyone that's in my life has been supportive of me. I will say this though, pregnancy has been very lonely. I will say that. So anyone that is pregnant, and you're the only one that's pregnant, like, you know, say you got a group of friends and shit like that, pregnancy has been very lonely. I feel like people that I thought was my friend kind of like stopped fucking with me or treating me the same, you know. And not sure why. Not really none of my business. Do I care like that? Not really. But being pregnant, period, like, when you're pregnant, you're usually the only one pregnant. So some of the ways that you feel or the things that you're going through, nobody will really understand. The only people you could talk to is probably people that's been pregnant before and you can get advice from, but no one is going through what you're going through. So talking to people or being around people and people treating you different, you know, I would say expect that. And if you don't go through that, then, you know, I'm happy for you. But I would say that I spent a lot of time by myself being pregnant. And yeah, I had the support of my boyfriend, but that's a man. Like, he can only say and do so much. And yes, we were there for each other tremendously during this process, but it still was like lonely. Like, I didn't have a friend to go through this with, you know. So yeah, I spent a lot of time by myself, but I mean, I love me. I've always loved me. I've always pretty much rocked alone. So some days it bothered me, but most days, I mean, I got through it. Like, I have God, you know, and when I know I have God, I'll be good. And I have you guys. I love YouTube and my internet people. Like, y'all held it down when y'all know who y'all are, when I needed to vent or something, and y'all were right there in my DMs ready for me. Sorry you guys, my memory was going out, but I'm going to close the video out like right here. But yeah, if you're pregnant or yeah, and you feel lonely, I'm just letting you know it's gonna be kind of lonely because no one's going through what you're going through. But just know that you'll get through it. And any ways that you feel, really check those feelings. Like, I did a lot of writing while I was pregnant. Check those feelings and make sure that it's a valid feeling. It's not just your hormones going crazy, because I had to do that a lot of times. I have to make sure I check my feelings. Like, is this really how I feel? Like, write down how you feel and then come back to it maybe 2 days later and be like, do I still feel that way? If you do, then the feeling may be valid. But if you don't, you know, don't be going off on your baby daddy or whatever like that. Like, he's the last person you need to beef with right now. If he's handling business, he's the last person you need to beef with. So just make sure that the people around you, you keep your feelings in check, because sometimes they're not your feelings. It's just this pregnancy shit and you just going through it, bitch, because you over it. Like, that's probably my best advice, since I didn't really go through much bodily things. I went through a lot of emotional, I guess, things, because I just be crying all the goddamn time. That's my best advice. Check your fucking emotions and make sure that the people around you are treating gently, just the way they're trying to treat you gently, okay? So yeah, I love y'all so much. Thank you guys for tuning in to day 7 of Vlogmas, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye guys.